that I dislike or hate about South Africa is
some people, they don't even put a gun on your head. No, they'll just come and approach and say, can I have your watch? I really like it. And you have to say, sure. You can have it.
Anywhere
but
you
this
go
is
to.
not everywhere.
And Wi-Fi, oh.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks.
I agree. 10-111, not 911. 911 comes immediately. 10-1 comes 2 hours later. I will defend my country till I die. South Africa forever.
She is patriotic
Very
for
patriotic.
real. Oh, she loves us. You know what? Y'all, you see the flag? She loves us, South Africa. And then maybe next week we come with what I love about South Africa. Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplins. It's your boy LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Siza. She's in the building. Yes, you know we're about that vibe each and every week. You know what I'm saying? You got us, you know, so we like to jump right in with Welcome to Sunday Funday, where we're all about learning, being informative, and having fun. And yes, today, we're gonna have a little fun. You know, we coming, you know, since we just, you know, we got back from South Africa a little over a month now. And I think it's about the time that we discuss what I dislike or hate about South Africa. You know, we had to wait a little bit because, you know, sometimes I might get a little offensive about a country. And so, I don't know. Sometimes
Defensive.
Defensive, yes, she get defensive
My country.
about her country. So I don't know, can I really discuss what I dislike about South Africa? So I want to see my wife's response when I come up with these different things that I dislike. Is what I dislike. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then maybe next week we come with what I love about South Africa, because now now I can actually give my take on South Africa, since I actually been to South Africa. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Let's see. Yes. So the first one we want to talk about, which everyone know I hate about South Africa, and I say on a lot of the videos, I dislike this low shine thing. And I think I think everyone dislikes the lotion. Even South Africans dislike lotion. But that's one of the things I hate about South Africa is the lotion.
It sucks.
It sucks, and I dislike it. It just mess things up when you know, when you enjoying something and when you out and the light just go out. You know, especially if you're in the middle of something. If you're in the middle of something, if you're in the middle of business, if you're in the middle of enjoying yourself or nightlife, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden, lights is out.
Yeah, it is. It does suck. I mean, even as South Africans, we do not enjoy it, and it's getting worse and worse. Unfortunately, just recently, I think they are on 4 or 5. Which mean level 4 or 5, which means they like a level away from total shutdown or total blackouts. Which is 4 or 5 is about 4 or 5 hours of no lights.
4 or 5 hours of no lights
a day.
Which
is pretty crazy, because
yes,
if it happens during the day or during prime business hours, that really sucks for most business people, especially the small business who can't afford alternative, lighting, like the generators and stuff, because they can be really expensive to run, because they need petrol, gas.
Yes.
And
gas is expensive.
And maintenance as well, and it's not cheap. So that's one thing that sucks. Hopefully it's going to be sorted out sooner or later. But, as much as we experienced load shedding, but it wasn't as bad.
When we were there, it wasn't as bad.
I think they were on level 2 because it was just 2 hours off. And where we were, in most cases, it was during the time when we weren't at home. It happened when we weren't at home, or it happened when we were asleep. because they take like 2 hours of the lights, you know, in different places. So in the places that we were staying at, it happened. We didn't really feel that as much, but it was also an inconvenience when it happened. When we were in the middle of something, like when we went to my father's side of the family, and we knew that it's gonna go. But the beautiful part is that they have like a schedule and a timetable, so it doesn't come by surprise.
Okay.
If you live in that area, you kind of prepare yourself, you know. So the beautiful part about that is that you can cook beforehand, or, you know, just prepare, get your candles ready, your alternative lighting ready, so that when it hits, then you know you're not in darkness.
Yes, but I still hate it. You know, living in America where we don't experience load shedding. You know, we only, you know, only every now and then we experience blackout.
Third world problems.
But being in America, you know, we don't experience that, so I just like it. I guess I'm privileged where I'm able to have my lights on 24/7.
And that's one of the things I missed
24
about
hours.
being in the US when I was in South Africa, that I have to think, oh my God, when is it going to be load shedding today? I never have to ask that in the United States. So third world countries, do better.
Do better.
Do better.
And you know, I guess 2 more years, you know, you get for election and you can vote them out. Definitely vote them out.
So ANC,
Gotta go.
pull your socks out.
Gotta go. Make sure when you elect the next official, make sure you get to know that person, elect the right official. But this one,
With politics,
gotta go.
We don't know.
Gotta go.
All right.
Gotta go.
Next point.
Another one too. I was just thinking about with the load shedding with the businesses that maybe it's on purpose
No.
to get the business out. There's small businesses, and so the big businesses come in.
No, it's not. It's not for that. It just it affects them. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that happens, and then the little boys get hit the most.
Get hit.
You know, the underdogs get hit the most.
Yes, it's like that all over.
Yeah, but they do need small businesses for the economy.
Yes.
So they wouldn't really try to get them out of business intentionally. You know, just one of those things. They're suffering because they're small businesses and they don't have the capital like the big businesses.
Yes. Okay. So the second one that I dislike or hate about South Africa is slow internet and Wi-Fi issues. Oh my God. OMG. The slow internet and Wi-Fi. Oh.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks.
I agree. I think because I don't think they have 5G, or maybe it's in selected areas. I'm not sure. I think 5G is in selected areas, because when we were at Ntando's, which was like a suburb, higher class, if I could put it that way, we really did not experience it at all. But when we were in the hood, oh boy, you know, it's like, are you there? Are you not? Like, you know, it will keep like doing that.
Yeah, and so. And especially when we was at Go-Go House, oh
so
my
that's more
God!
like inland, and you know that's like
You got understand.
Semi-rural, semi-hood, semi-urban, it's a semi-everything.
Now,
and yeah,
hold on.
The struggle is real.
Now the struggle is real because you understand.
I think also they have less. What are these things?
Towers.
Maybe
yeah, they have less towers.
The fewer the towers,
yeah.
and they have less towers, but a big population.
Yes,
so
you're right.
many people are pulling
from the same
from few towers.
Yes,
because you
right.
saw like there's also shacks, there's also big houses, there's middle houses. It's like a mixture of everything.
Yes.
And so everybody's pulling from the same place.
Thing.
It does decrease.
Yeah, and that's why, like, even in the U.S., if you have certain networks,
yeah.
you know, it can be slow because everyone is pulling from the same tower. But if you got like a Fios has it dedicated. Fios. It has it dedicated.
They have
fibers for each individual house. So everyone has their own fire.
Yeah, our
optic.
internet is like, shoop, shoop, like it's like immediate. So
Immediate.
when you have to wait for it and you're not used to it, even just a few seconds, it does bother you.
Yeah.
Because we are so used, we have such great
We
internet,
have great internet, yes.
you know, that we don't have to think that when you're going online, you have to wait.
You have to
for
wait,
it.
yeah.
You know, so yeah, that I know. That I agree with you there. It did get frustrating.
Yes, very frustrating.
As a result, I remember my cousin giving me her a mobile whatever that I could go around if I'm out of her home, that I couldn't pull off because my phone, we were roaming, but it seemed as if I had no internet whatsoever.
Yes, and so I do want to share this too, especially about the Goga house. You know, you gotta understand. I am like I mention all the time.
I knew that. I knew I was gonna say that. I knew it.
I am a city boy, and so you can understand my frustration when I was left there by myself. You know,
he was not by himself. He was with my brother, my mother, my sister-in-law, my niece. I wanted to say dogs and cats. We don't have any, but like he was not by himself.
But hold on, can I finish?
No, the only missing link was his wife, and he felt like he was by himself.
What? Yeah, no, hold on. Can I finish though? But you gotta understand, you know,
my wife was not there.
No, because she took too long. You know, now, you know.
I was running the wedding and
Nah. But I'm saying though, here's the thing though. You know, it was even more frustrating because you know I couldn't even get my internet going. I couldn't listen to my podcast, something to keep me going because you know.
But my brother put in a movie for you, and you just no. I want my wife. I want my
but
dude.
Okay. So you know the first movie they had on. You know, I'm like, okay, I wasn't.
But you could have expressed that.
I did. They did change the movie. I listened to it, but even Power, I'm not a Power fan. I never was a Power fan.
The man was trying.
I know, and that's why I was watching it. You know, because that's my first time watching Power, so I was watching. I'm like, okay, great, but you know, we were talking, we were watching the movie, so that was fine because the first movie, no.
What was the first movie?
I don't know. You know me. You know.
He's picky with me, so.
No, you know what kind of movie I prefer.
Action, blood,
no.
Black movies.
Black movies, yes. You know. So the first movie, I didn't want to watch it. So they changed the movie. They changed it to Power. So you know that one I watched it and
so what
I
was
was
the
enjoying.
issue?
With the TV, nothing. But the thing is, when I didn't want to watch TV, you know, because again too, you know, while we were watching TV, everyone left too, and they left me in the room by myself.
Because they had things to do.
Exactly, but I was in there by myself.
Because you didn't want to do anything.
I watched the TV by myself, so you know, after a while, I got bored. But we watched the TV together, and then after a while, they left me there by myself, and like.
Next point.
And when I couldn't get my podcast going, I'm like, when I couldn't get to the internet. So how is your
wife gonna help you then? Your wife being home?
Because you took too long.
But I was not gonna bring the internet.
I know, but
I was not gonna make it faster.
I know, but you took too long.
See what I have to deal with.
That's married life, I guess, right? That's married life. Okay, but the second one is Third one, yes. The third one that I dislike in South Africa, dislike, you know, hiding my valuables in certain areas. Oh my God.
Especially downtown Durban. West Street. Yeah, I know.
Bible.
Yeah, that's it's so unfortunate because it's never used to be like that.
Yes, and that's one thing they kept saying.
Due to the high crime rate, due to the high unemployment rate, high inflation, high influx of foreigners, high everything, cost of living, it has made crime go higher because people are just hustling. For them, it's another way of making money, but It's not the best way. Why take from other people who've worked hard to get those possessions, and then you take from them, you know? So yeah, it was hard. Even me having, as the native, to tell you as a visitor and a foreigner to say, you can't be comfortable in this area. Hide. You cannot wear your watch. You cannot wear, hold your phone. And I just think when I'm walking around, for example, here in Jersey or in New York, and because I usually use my GPS for everything, even just walking directions, and I'll be holding my phone like this carelessly in New York, for example, and won't fear somebody coming to snatch it away from me.
Yes.
But being in my country, in a similar situation as New York, I would just say Durban Central is as busy as New York City.
Yeah.
But I'd have to fear that somebody will come behind me or even in front of me and ask for my valuables. Because some people, they don't even put a gun on your head. No, they'll just come and approach you and say, can I have your watch? I really like it. And you have to say, sure. Can you have it? To avoid dying. Because if you don't give them and you resist, you could be stabbed or you could be shot, which is actually very sad. So what people have learned to do is that just don't wear valuable stuff so that you don't draw attention to these criminals, because they are looking around looking for someone to take stuff from.
Yeah, but that is uncomfortable. You know, you can't really have nice things because you can't wear it like anywhere
but
you go to.
But this is not everywhere. It's
I know, but still,
areas.
It doesn't matter if I want to go somewhere and I want to, you know, just
you
walk around.
Be familiar with the surroundings. If I'm going to a safe area, if yes, then you can wear your Louis Vuittons, your whatever, your flashing stuff. But if you're going to a not so safe area, it's better not to wear those things at all or carry them at all.
Yes. So you know that's number 3. The third one that I dislike is not wearing my belongings. The fourth one is
hold on, before we go to that, how did you feel when I was telling you, oh, hide this, don't do that? It made you feel uncomfortable or scared?
It didn't make me scared. It didn't make. I've kind of overlooked it because I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna hide my things.
There was a point where I remember we were in town, like downtown Durban. You were like, no, nobody's gonna take it. I'm like, dude, but don't try to get us into trouble here. Just listen to what I'm saying. You know, like, no, nothing's gonna happen. Hey, don't tempt them. Don't tempt them.
I'm not gonna tempt them, but I'm saying.
But when you were refusing to do it, when I was telling you,
I put it in my pocket. They're not gonna see it.
Yeah, but I mean, I had to like say it over more than once. Like, dude, put it away.
Yeah, but I didn't want to.
For our safety, you know, I knew that's what we were
required to do. I wasn't gonna allow them to see it. And guess what? I feel like because it was more than one person, it was me, you, and Calusi, and because I feel like it's 3 of us, I don't think one person gonna come up.
They can come as a group.
Cause I know in Jersey, you know, if you're the group of people, they're not gonna come to you and bother you, cause they feel like, okay, you know what?
That was not Jersey. Okay, it was not.
But I'm saying in the U.S., if you're in a group,
that's why we're talking South Africa, because U.S. and South Africa are totally different places. So.
But that's all. I'm like, okay, it's a group of us. I don't think they would come and bother you, but I guess they would. But still, I'm like, I didn't want to. Like,
and if they do come, I remember when I got snatched for the very first time and only time I believe. Excuse me, I was wearing, I think, a bracelet, or I don't remember what I was wearing, but it was something valuable. And I think it was a chain, the gold chain. They snatched it, and I screamed, "Oh, they just snatched it!" The people just looked at me because they want to get hurt too. I think I'll do the same. They just looked at me, and the guy ran with my staff. So
now that would be a dislike as well, because you know, at least
they fighting for their own lives. You know, I don't blame them. You go and say you go and fight.
But you just standing there and
you don't want to go fight other people.
But you want me to call the cops? You just look.
Cops, this is South Africa. Cops.
See, come on.
2 hours later.
That's another one. That's another one.
This is 10-111, not 911. 10-111, not 911. 911 comes immediately. 10-111 comes 2 hours later.
I understand. You know, I would not interfere something in the U.S. because you never know, could be a setup. I get it. I understand that you can help somebody and you help somebody and then you lose your life. I seen it. I heard it happen in the U.S. I know family that lost their loved ones because they wanted to be a good Samaritan. It's want to be a good Samaritan and they don't want to get hurt and they don't. So I realized because I'm like, I'm not gonna lose my life, and then you're gonna go back to that, especially if it's a man or female, but and you're gonna go back to it. But I lost my life for trying to save you.
Usually, good Samaritans lose their lives.
Yeah, and I'm trying to save you, and then I lose my life, and then you go back to them. So I stay out of it. But still, I will call the cops if I see something. I will call the cops or whatever. So yeah, but that's the third one I dislike. Fourth one, we just added the bonus with the thing they just looking and don't do nothing.
I don't blame them.
They don't make no phone calls.
But you're making a phone call to who?
The cops.
Because the cops won't come immediately.
Oh, by the time they come, they're gone.
Of course.
Okay.
We don't have a huge cop force like you guys have here. It's another third world problem, And the cops, unfortunately, you can get away with stuff if you bribe them. That's just a third world problem. Cops in third world countries are easily bribed. Mm-hmm. And we spoke about this before about patriotism. That people are not so patriotic. They don't want to protect their country over anything. They are willing to just sell their country away. Because I feel like bribery is another form of selling. Why would you allow criminals to get away with stuff just because they've given you an extra $50, $20, whatever? That's one thing I really love about America, that you don't just go around bribing people. If you bribe, you go straight to prison. No negotiation.
No negotiation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fourth one is can't stop at the traffic light at night time due to crime rate.
High crime rate. So that's a follow-up to the valuables.
The valuables,
yeah. Unfortunately.
You can't stop.
I remember we were like, he's like, hey, hold on, that's a red light. And you guys are going through. Like, yes, it's at night. Well, during the day, it's okay. But we're gonna address that when we get to the next point. But at night, it's a big no-no. And in fact, this is almost everywhere now. It used to be in certain areas, but criminals know, they know these areas where people feel comfortable now, and then they target those areas. So you just halt, even at a red light, treat it as a four-way stop, yield, and keep moving. Because if you stop and wait for the light to turn green,
you might get got.
You might lose your vehicle.
You might lose your vehicle. So that's another thing, because I feel like that is dangerous. Especially at nighttime. Some of the areas where we was at, it was like dark. It was like so.
We have street lights.
It's street lights, but it was dark. It's pretty dark. It was pretty dark in so many places.
We have street lights.
It's street lights, but it's still dark.
We have street lights.
Yeah, street lights, but it's still dark. It was dark. It wasn't pitch black, but it was dark. And you have a lot of different intersections. I've seen 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's so
you're confused.
It can get confusing.
Confused.
I was confused because you
don't have so many.
Yes, you do.
The roads are the same.
No. You have one. Okay, you know what it was? It was 1, but it was 2 lanes, one going that way and that way.
We have that in America too.
But it's confusing. I mean, come on.
But we have it in the US.
But it's a lot of cars, and then another thing too. When driving on the left side of the road, come on.
It's the right side of the road. We're not gonna get it.
But driving on the wrong side of the road, come on.
Right side of the road.
Driving on the wrong side of the road, so it's confusing. And then you got all the traffic, and it's dark, and you gotta stop at red light, and
Yeah. So back to the point.
It's not the same. My problems being in South Africa.
His problem is that he has first world country mentality. When he goes to a third world country, it's still we are a developing country, remember? Which means we're gonna have just a teeny bitty more problems than first world.
And so the next one is.
Just don't stop.
The fifth one is
red light at
No.
night. Pause.
and keep it moving. Yes, pause and keep it. But make sure also no cars coming. Make sure no cars coming. And also the fifth one is can't drive around with doors unlocked. That's another
So it's
unsafe
related
thing.
to the crime.
Yes.
So most of your points are crime related,
Yeah.
you know, which is actually pretty sad because crime is relatively on the high, and that's a very unfortunate part about South Africa and most third world countries, unfortunately. So yeah, you've got to put your windows up.
It doesn't matter daytime, nighttime.
But it does matter. It depends where you are because
Where you
some
are.
people still have islahla. What is islahla? Islahla matende.
You understand?
Islahla matende.
Sunroof.
Yeah.
Sunroof. Drop top.
Nazo drop top. Hey, English is never going to be my
Drop
friend.
top.
You know, I have the word in my head, but English just disappointed me. It just does not want to come out.
Drop top. Okay, people
So
have
people
drop
have
top. But
drop
still,
tops.
but still, you can't have your doors
But you're not going
unlocked.
to drive your drop top anywhere now.
Yeah,
You know, kind
yeah,
of
you
thing.
can't have your doors unlocked. You can't have things. But, you know, because people will come up to your car and they can jack you.
Get out.
Get out.
I'm so blessed that I've never had to experience a hijacking, and I pray to God that I never have to, or any of my family members, because that could be very traumatic. You know, we've been fortunate. None of my family members have experienced a hijacking before.
Yes. So the next one, I really had a big issue.
Or even a housebreaking.
A house
Oh no, my brother has experienced a housebreaking, but they
Oh.
were not home,
They were not home. Okay.
so that's better.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't have your doors unlocked even with the house as well, not just car.
And that's why we have burglar.
Yeah, that's why you
alarms,
have gates and
gates
yes,
on our
yes.
windows and our doors.
Yes, because you can keep and
And
nothing
high
unlocked.
electric fences or fences.
Well,
you know, for
well, in the hood of the U.S., you can't keep your doors unlocked as well.
in North, yeah.
In why you said North?
Because North, I've seen it mostly
Any
in North,
hood.
but I've
A
seen
lot
it
of
mostly
hoods.
in North because North is not far from us. I've seen it in North, you know, where they have burglar
They have
guards.
yeah, all over. But in the hood, you can't leave your doors unlocked because people, you never know the hood. The crack is sometimes it's not the people that's wrong. Sometimes the reason why they can't leave your doors unlocked in the hood is because it's not people that's gonna stick you up. It's most of the time it's the people, the crackheads.
Even in South Africa, people that do all these crazy things are not normal people in most cases. In most cases, are people who are on drugs, who just want their next fix, and they will do anything to get it.
Yeah,
we call
anything to
them amapara.
Amapara.
And we have a lot of them, amapara.
We have a lot of crackheads.
Yeah, they're
yes.
like parasites. Amapara comes from the word parasites. but
Okay.
They like parasites. They steal and touch things that don't belong to them.
Okay.
Just to
okay.
get the next fix.
Yes,
So
yes.
something in common.
Yes.
Para.
Power, yes. Big drug academic, yes.
Drug addicts.
Yeah, drug addicts, yes. And so, you know, the next one is pay extra levy as a foreigner. That one I dislike. I call it fit. Man, I'll pay it, you know, but still,
Okay, let's give a backstory. So,
but still, I would.
so if you go to like
Game reserve.
like a game reserve or places where they have a lot of tourist attractions.
Yes.
They have this thing. It helps with the local economy. Where if you're a foreigner, of course you're coming in with a higher exchange rate. So
Yeah,
let us use
but
that
don't use that against me. You live in the U.S. and you have to pay it.
But I have a South African passport. Hello. You know, there are things that I don't benefit in the U.S. because I still use a South African passport. So it's just one of those things. It's a benefit for the people who are you know, domestics in the country. You know, the locals, the citizens. They pay less levies than a tourist. It's like here in the U.S. I remember when I first came in as an international student, I paid an international student levy, which made my fees way up.
Student loan, that's true.
You know,
that's
not
true.
loan, my fees, my
Your
student
fees.
fees way up
Okay.
compared to a U.S. citizen. Did I complain about that? No, because I know that that's what happens when you move from one country to another and study.
Okay, I just thought of that. That's a good point.
So student like international levies are applied in different things.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because foreign is
they probably don't do an international.
Not for anything though.
But you don't know that because you're American, so you've never had to pay an international levy.
I've never seen an international levy before. If you go to a game reserve or something like that.
You don't have a game reserve in America.
Huh?
You don't have a game reserve in America.
We don't, but I'm saying something like that.
Exactly. So that was like, it takes a lot to take care of those animals, okay? It takes a lot to make sure that nobody kills them. They're still living safely in their
habitat.
In the habitats, yes. So they're gonna get the money somewhere. And the somewhere is from you guys who are coming in with dollars. Hello, I support that.
Or pounds.
100%.
Or pounds.
South Africans keep taking money from them. It was just painful because it had to come out of my pocket.
Exactly.
When I had to pay for him when we went to the game reserve. So I was like, can we make him South African today? And they said no, because his ID is American. Because everybody had to show off their ID and they had to take copies of that. So they can't waiver him and make him a South African, because it was 3 South Africans against 1.
Yeah, 3.
And the poor one American had to pay
triple the amount.
3 times more of what we paid.
Triple the amount. Yeah,
but I mean, compare dollar to South African.
That's what I said.
You're still paying.
I know. I still with pennies. I know it was pennies. It was still pennies. But still, the fact that I paid 3 times more.
But you understand the logic behind it.
I know, no, you're trying to take advantage of poor Americans.
Poor Americans don't travel.
The poor Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Just take it as a way.
I'm saying I'm not saying
take it as a way
like
to support another country that you're visiting, because it's not everywhere. You don't go into a restaurant and they say, "Are you American or South African? We're gonna charge you more." No, it's just certain places. And this time around, it happened to be a game reserve.
But I can see the school thing. The school, because they're probably like that in South Africa too. Yeah. If you go to a school in South Africa, the taxes, the school fees is high. So I can see that. But at places like game reserve and things like that, I'm like, come on, why you trying?
Yeah, because that's fun. That's like pay for the fun.
Oh, come on, come on. No.
Go ahead, South Africa. Keep doing it. Charge them.
Charges. I guess charges. It's okay. What we can say. Like I said, it was all good because it still wasn't that much money.
And you didn't pay. I paid, so it's okay.
When they convert the money over, I think I did pay, baby.
I'm kidding. You paid. Okay, let's continue.
Oh man. Okay, the next one. People speaking their native language. Oh, this is another one. Oh my God. You talking about hospitality? This is not.
We have to finish the point.
This is not hospitality at all.
Finish the point.
Okay. People speaking their native language and not understanding what they're saying. Vernac.
Local vernac.
Yeah, local vernac. Oh.
So he wants. Listen. Okay. Let me get this out there. He's black. Okay.
I'm black.
Yeah. Are you not black?
Yeah.
And only until you open your mouth, we know through the accent that you are not one of the locals. But if we just take you and put you in the middle of locals, guess what? You look just as black as everyone else. So people will, automatically come.
But we don't. I'm talking about family members.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, let me first just talk about people who don't know you.
Okay, yeah, I understand that part. Yes, I'm in the middle of black people. Yes, and I'm in town.
You look black.
Yes, I look just like them. Yes, we all look like. Yeah, look like a local. So, yes, until I speak my. I get that. I'm talking about with family members.
Okay, so with family members, let me let you understand why that happens.
Okay.
Excuse me,
and then they're gonna tell me I'm going to speak my native language, and. Come on.
Okay, let me explain. So,
that's not cool, though.
Let me explain. So for
explain.
older people, English does not come to their minds automatically. They have to think before they speak. Mm-hmm. Okay, because majority of them never went to multiracial schools. In fact, all of them never went to multiracial schools. Mm-hmm. Because remember that we had apartheid and black people were not allowed to go to English-speaking schools. Mm-hmm. They were taught in their own vernac, in their own languages, in their own ethnic languages. So English was learned as a second or third language. So you can imagine somebody who has to speak English and is not fluent in it. They speak it, yes, they understand it, they speak it, but they're not as fluent. That words don't just come. Because remember, I think in my language and speak in a different language. In my mind is still processing everything in Zulu because that's my birth language. But when it comes out, because I'm speaking English, it has to come out in English.
And that's why you said English not my friend.
It's never my friend, because sometimes it disappoints me, like English would come out, and it just doesn't want to come out. It's in my head, but it just the translation that I'm trying to make happen in my head just doesn't come out of my mouth, So you can imagine for somebody who's our mom's age, who are much older, who never really had the opportunity to do first language English like myself, it's harder for them to express
But
themselves.
even the young ones, though, some of the young, they speak.
It's just much easier to speak in your own language, Leonard.
Yeah, but when people are around,
But they're not communicating with you. When they were communicating with you, they would speak in English because they knew that you didn't understand the vernac.
Okay, but if I'm in a room, though, and you having a conversation,
it's just hard to speak.
If you're having a conversation with somebody in the room that don't speak, if you can speak English, everyone, so that you could be a part of the conversation.
Okay, I apologize on their behalf,
so
but I know that next time when we go, it's gonna happen again because it's just easier to express yourself in your own language. For you, it's easy to say that because you only have one language. Only one. Yeah, he doesn't even.
You gotta say it like that.
And he doesn't even speak it that well.
You gotta say it like that.
You do have only one language, So even if I want us to gossip about something or someone, it's so bad that I cannot when they're in the same room as us because I have to say it in English. But if you know a different language, you're able to speak about something or somebody without other people hearing it.
Then that would be my second language.
Then you should learn it.
And then I have to think
Yeah, but it's always advisable to know a second language. Don't just know one language. But in talking for the people who speak their language in front of you, it just.
But that's rude if you speak it.
It's not. I won't say rude, but it's not the nicest of things. But when they're not talking to you,
but still, if I'm in a room and you're talking, sometimes I'm not part of the conversation.
I used to do it. I did it too.
I'm not part of the conversation.
Yeah, because you were not part of the conversation.
But still, when I'm in a room,
I did it too.
You should make sure everyone is part of the conversation.
No, if it doesn't involve them.
That's a respectful thing to do.
If it doesn't involve them.
If they're not, then don't talk about something that they can be a part of.
What?
Talk about something where everyone in the room can be a part of the conversation.
Leonard, you only understand this if you had another language as a first language besides English. English is a universal language, right? So that's why you think that everybody should speak it. No. Some of us have our own native languages that we prefer speaking over English. First of all, I get tired of speaking this English every day. And when I get a chance not to speak it, I will not speak it. Next point. Thank you very much.
See what I mean? That's why I said I had to wait a little longer. Cause she always.
I will defend my country till I die. South Africa forever.
She is patriotic
very
for
patriotic,
real. About South Africa, she is very patriotic. She loves her South Africa. Oh, she loves her. You know what? Yeah. You see the flag? She loves her South Africa. It's not a bad thing.
You love your America.
You should be patriotic. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But you very patriotic. I'm not patriotic like you.
I think, you know what, America helped me to become patriotic because you guys are very patriotic. You would kill for your country. So why not?
I'm not going to kill for my country.
You would.
No, I won't.
You get all angry when it comes to like America. Like I remember our last Sunday Funday, I was like, but you always talk but this is what I've seen. I'm talking about experience and if you want to see that, you're gonna see it on the link about.
One another.
But anyways, he's.
I'll edit the.
It's okay. For people to defend their country, showing the love for the country.
Yeah.
There's nothing personal. I still love you.
Yes, I still love you.
But I also love my country. There's nothing wrong with that.
But the last one, we gotta go. The
Yeah.
last one we want to talk about. One of the things, and this definitely was a culture shock that I dislike or hate about South Africa. Everything closed early. I mean, come on.
Well,
I guess I'm too privileged.
yeah.
But things close. We gotta be home at a certain time. I can't go out.
Because it's not safe at night. Why would you want stores to open and get,
But I want my freedom. I want my freedom to be able to leave out 10 o'clock at night to enjoy my life. I want my freedom to be able to go out if I want to at 1 o'clock in the morning. I can get up. I could be doing something, boom, and I'm like, you know what? I want to go somewhere. I want to do something. It could be 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like doing something right now. I can't do that in South Africa because a lot of things is closed at early. So I just like it. I like my freedom.
Not early.
That's what I said. I'm privileged.
They don't close early. They close normal working time.
They close early. To me, they close early. I like my freedom. In the United States, we got stores that's 24 hours. We got stores that close late. You can go to a Walmart and at 3 o'clock in the morning and be able to shop and get something. You can go to
the joys of being in a first world country.
You can go to a Wawa and be able to buy something, and you want a snack.
Their food.
You want a snack. You could go to a bowling alley.
No, we can. We also have like gas stations. Our gas stations don't close.
Your gas stations don't close.
Some don't close.
Some don't close. So, but that's the thing. You gotta go farther. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, but it has to be in a safe area, Lennon.
Okay, I'm
Think
saying
about
that.
the reason why they close early.
I know, it's crime rate, but still,
for them they'll be in more danger if they opened later at night. They close.
In America.
Because the first world.
We in America, we have fun at nighttime. We go to bowling alleys. We go to skating rinks. We do all these different things at night. We don't do this morning, afternoon things is boring to us.
You know why? Because we are morning people. We go to stuff during the day like normal people do. Abnormal people, they sleep during the day and they are like owls who do things at night. That's the difference.
You like that now too. don't even play yourself.
I'm Americanized.
You like that right now too, though. But still,
well, I do what the Romans do in Rome.
You like that now,
I'm like an American.
But still, we in America, we like to do things at nighttime. We enjoy ourselves at nighttime. We don't do things like we go to the last movie. A lot of times we go to the last movie when we go see a movie.
And this thing about eating at 2 a.m. in the morning.
If it's a 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. movie, we go in the last movie.
I just do not understand it. Who eats at 2 a.m. in the morning? Who has dinner at 2 a.m.? Breakfast at 5 a.m. Like, no way.
Yeah, breakfast. What's wrong with that? Breakfast at 5 a.m.
No.
Yes. You're getting up in the morning. Breakfast at 5 a.m.
And then you go to sleep after breakfast?
No, you don't go to sleep after breakfast.
Of course you guys do.
At 5 a.m. you're getting up.
Yeah. And then you eat and then you come back and sleep.
No.
Yes, because you've got itis.
No, we don't come back and sleep. A lot of times we go on to work or whatever. Or we're going to do something. Yeah. But still, what we say about people that go to these things at 12 o'clock p.m. in the U.S., they go to the movies at 12 p.m. They go to the...
A.M. you mean?
At 12, no, I said movie dinner. They go to the movies around 12, 1, 3 o'clock p.m. These is older people. They go to the movies at 12.
In the afternoon.
Yes, they go in the afternoon. The older people,
So you call in
people.
South Africa old?
The older people go at 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Those that's in their 50s, those that are in 50 and above. But, people under 50, we go to movies 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We want to go at nighttime to enjoy, the nightlife.
Anywho,
but when
the end
yes,
of our
that's what I dislike.
Of him bashing my beloved country,
No, I'm not bashing because that's one of the few that I have to really search and think about what I dislike about South Africa.
You have to think about it
because there's a lot. There's a lot.
Just come.
Yeah, it didn't just come. I really had to think about what I dislike. So that lets you know there's a lot of things that I do like about South Africa. Where we're gonna talk about it on another episode with the things that I do like, because there's a lot more things that I do like. But these are some of the things that I dislike. Was a culture shock, and I guess I feel privileged because I am American, and so these things that I enjoy about America that I didn't enjoy about South Africa. That I wish it was.
It does make you appreciate your country much better, much more when you go to another country.
Yeah.
And there are certain downfalls. But remember, no country is perfect.
No country.
America also has its downfalls.
Of course.
It is not a golden country like they make you think.
No, I understand that.
Anyways, love you, America.
Yes.
Thank you for hosting me. So, we've come to the end. Hope you learned something from that.
Yes.
How much Americans hate us. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to
follow,
comment, don't forget to tell us what you'd like to hear, and also don't forget to follow us on social media. You can follow me on Instagram at Lady Siza 1 and
yes, at Get Inspired by LJ on the different social media platforms. And
or you can follow the both of us at Chilling with the
Chaplins.
Or you can listen to us on our audio platforms, which are all your audio podcasts.
Yes, that you listen to. Yes.
All of them. We are in all of them.
And we said, listen, follow,
do the things that need to be
done.
Yes,
do the thing that and leave us a review. We appreciate it. Yes.
Yes. And on that note, we'd like to say it in the South African language.
Yes.
How do you say bye-bye in South African language?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Salani guys.
What? We'll see you next week.
Salani.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.